Right, good morning. I've just got back from Tesco's. It's now 20 to 7 in the morning. I was up and out of here by 6, drove down to Tesco's. It was relatively quiet as it goes. It weren't too bad, although there was a lot of staff in there faffing about. I wanted to get in and out as quickly as fucking possible. Do you know what I mean? I still find it really difficult sort of going into a supermarket, but there we are. I managed to acquire my joint of beef and a couple of other little bits and pieces just to top me up. So yeah, that'll do. That'll get me going. That'll keep me going, sorry. What I was going to say, last night was a bit of a fucking nightmare. Internet's just gone down. The site Wi-Fi that's here is really not that good, and so my own one is quite a lot faster, but for some reason the router just packed up and there's a little flashing light just on off on off on. So I've just read up on it, about it when I sat in the car park having a drink, and it said about pressing a reset button for 6 seconds and see if that helps, but I'm sure that's what I'd done in the night, but it didn't. So I'll be bloody annoyed if I don't have internet over this next week. But I have got an old router lying in here, but it's one of them little dongle type ones, you know. It's not the best in the world at all, but if the worst comes to the worst, I'll give that a go, see whether it helps. But anyway, right, I'm going to put this shopping away and I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, back up the ladder again. I'm going to clean this solar panel. I'm looking at it now, it don't look that bad, but I'm going to give it a once over. I've got some elbow grease cleaning spray and some water and a squeegee. I'm going to give it a once over just to see whether it helps charge up the batteries a little bit better than they are. Right, let's give it a go. Okay, solar panel's done, or panel cleaned up. Weren't too bad actually. There's a bit of green water that come off, so there might have been a thin layer of moss or algae or something over the top, but yeah, it's all right now. But I was just thinking, although I've got the EcoFlow as my main power thing, supply, the fridge is run by the vehicle, not the vehicle battery, the leisure batteries, and they're getting quite old now, and I don't even know what they are. From what I remember, the guy that I got the van off said they were batteries out of some form of street equipment. I can't remember exactly what it was now, but they've been in there a while and they're only lead acid, so I wouldn't mind upgrading them. And yeah, I don't know what, they're charged up by a split charge relay, nothing fancy, just one of them cheapy ones, but it does what it's meant to do. But yeah, the leisure battery only really powers the fridge and the extractor fan, and there's a light in there as well, but I don't use that. So, but yeah, I need to upgrade it, I think, alongside the vehicle battery. That's definitely got to be done. I've got to get that sorted out. Don't really have a plan for the rest of the day, just take it as it comes really. The only plan I've got is to continue this walk while the weather's dry and okay, although everywhere is absolutely saturated, but at least it's stopped raining for now. Yeah, just get out and get a walk, and then I don't know, get back to the van, get some clothes together, go and have a shower, and then think about what I'm going to make for tea. One positive bit of news, I managed to get my internet working again. The router required a bit of a hard reset, and then it took a while, but it just seemed to have kicked back into life. So yeah, I'm bloody happy about that, because that would have really bothered me if I'd had no internet over these few days. Yeah, one of the reasons why I wanted internet was because I want to watch The Muppets Christmas Carol. As much as it's going to be painful watching it on my own, it's my favourite Christmas film, and that's the only one I'm going to watch. But I want to watch it regardless, so I've got to make sure I've got internet for that. I know it's sad, but everyone's got their favourite film, and I was always a fan of the Muppets when I was a kid, so yeah, when that came out I was chuffed a bit. So yeah, anyway, there we are. It's all restored, internet's working, so that'll keep me occupied for a while. One thing I've just been thinking about, when I come away, right, when I'm at the campsite, I definitely eat more, 100%. Even at the weekends when I'm just here for a couple of days. I don't know whether it's the boredom, or you just sat there and you're watching your YouTube or whatever it is, and you just think about cooking something. And I'm sure that's something to do with just being a bit bored. I mean, in the week when I'm at work, I have my breakfast, chicken and green beans, and then again for lunch, and then I have a dinner, either chicken and green beans, or if I have something with Sam, my son. But when I'm away in the van, it's like there's always, I don't know, there's like a level of boredom that hits me, and I think, yeah, what should I do next? Oh, I know, I'll cook something. I'm not even fucking hungry. It's mad, isn't it? I mean, I can go all day at work with not even thinking about food, and no problem. But as soon as I come away, or I'm not at work, just to relieve the monotonous time, I stuff my face. Fucking hell, I think, what was it, about 3 o'clock this morning I woke up and I felt hungry, and I was very tempted to open my tin of chocolates, but I didn't. But I could have very easily done it, do you know what I mean? At least I had the willpower to do that. At least I had the willpower to reframe. But yeah, that's definitely something I've got. If I am lucky enough to quit work and go travelling in the van like the rest of them, I've got to be mindful about what I eat, otherwise I will fucking blow up the size of a balloon, or a bigger balloon than what I already am. Pretty much the whole basis of this YouTube channel, especially 2 or 3 years ago, was all about my weight loss, you know, and I was doing really well. Like I say, I was up very, very heavy, a lot heavier than I am now, and I lost like 6 stone, or just shy of 6 stone in total, and I was quite impressed. But it was very easy to get back into normality, eating what I want when I want, and it just sort of fizzled out. And I've had opportunities to restart doing what I was doing, but it just fizzled out. I couldn't stick with it, not like the last time. It's such a shame. It's definitely something I've got to think about in the future again. Got a lot to think about me, haven't I? I think the trouble is with me, going back to the food thing, when I used to smoke, I used to be a heavy smoker, and I quit that, no problem. You know, I got through that. I got myself a vape thing for a couple of weeks, and then I threw that away, and that was it, end of. I didn't find that too difficult. But when I did smoke, I was smoking very heavy, one after another, continuously. And this is the problem. The same happened when I started to drink. I got a taste for various different alcohol substances, and I couldn't just have one or two. It ended up being a fair few, one after another. Just recently, or a while ago, it was a Jack Daniels. I was getting hooked on that and just wanted to keep drinking it because it was so nice. Same with food. If I want something nice to eat, I'd want another, and then another, and then another. I had no self-control. There lies the problem of not being able to diet very well, I guess. Yeah, I think I need to have more willpower over certain things. I think that will help me no end, but it's difficult. Well, it is for me. It always has been. Went through phases like I did, you know, I lost a good bit of weight, but then got off it. I used to cycle all the time as well. Used to love cycling. Obviously that got more and more difficult because of the arthritic hips, but I was still doing it to keep active. Playing badminton once a week. I was doing that for a while and then that fizzled out. It just seems to be the way of things with me. I can't seem to stick to things. Apart from fucking moaning that I can't stick to things. Oh my life. I wonder if there's anyone out there that can know where I'm coming from with that. Well, there's me moaning about it, but the only person that can do anything about it is me. And I look at motivational videos on YouTube about various things. I was, you know, going to get back into the cycling, which hopefully I will. But then I've done this before, trying to find motivation. And I think you get it for a little while, but then it just wears off. So I've only got myself to blame. I wish I was a bit stronger minded to keep focused over all these activities that I've done in the past. But for some reason, no. Is that a mental health issue or just a lack of self-control? I just don't know. Anyway, that's a bit negative, isn't it? I've had enough of that recently. Fucking negative for what's going on, but there we are. Anyway, I'm back at camp. Then go back to the van, get myself a drink, and then go and get cleaned up in the shower. After an an afternoon of doing pretty much fuck all again, apart from having another doze on the bed and watching a bit of telly, I've just made myself some tea and it's turned out pretty good. Have a look at this. That is lamb steaks, mashed potato and peas. I mean, that's not bad for a van, is it? Just using a gas stove and an air fryer. I mean, can't go wrong with that, really. Yeah, that looks really nice. Looking forward to that. What else I've got to do? I've been and had a shower. I'm gonna disappear out again tonight. I need to pop to Tesco's again, believe it or not. I haven't got enough bread to last. So, and I was looking online, Tesco's down there don't shut until midnight tonight. So I think if I go down there sort of, well, just go down there late, it should be quiet. So yeah, I need to get some bread and I need to get another bottle of 7-Up and maybe another couple of bottles of Nuki Brown Ale, because I had 2 of them earlier as well and they went down fucking beautifully, they did. It's yeah, usually I make shandies like I say, but I didn't want to spoil Newcastle Brown Ale because it's stunning as it is. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Right, I'm going to eat this and carry on watching telly. Right, it's just gone 8 o'clock. I think I'm going to head down to the shop. Got to be honest, I'm not looking forward to it. Don't really want to go, but I've got to get a couple of bits again. I mean, you could say, why am I going backwards and forwards to the shops, right? But this is me. I'm quite disorganised, for a start. And I always end up forgetting things. And because I'm not too keen on the supermarkets at the minute, I sort of rush in, get what I've got to get, get what I've got to get, and then get out again. And that's fine, unless you like me and you forget things. And even if I was to write a list, which I do, I've got some things in my notes on my phone, I still end up forgetting things, you know, forgetting things on that list. And because the that sort of anxiety thing kicks in and I've got to get out of the supermarket quick, I struggle to focus. So I can focus on 1 or 2 things that I've got to get, but once I've got them, that's it. I fucking forgot. So, you know, this has been ongoing for a long time, but anyway, yeah, I've only got to get a couple of bits, just some drink and some bread, and I think that's about it, or at least I hope it is. Anyway, I've just had a look online and it says the store is a little busy, but hopefully by the time I get down there it will be quietened off. I mean, surely people are not going to be queuing up at the checkouts at like 8 o'clock at night on a Monday night, are they? I guess that remains to be seen. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's go and have a look and see how we get on. And just like that, I'm back. It wasn't too bad as it goes. It wasn't that busy. There was quite a few, but it weren't that bad. And do you know what? I actually walked around there and I didn't feel on edge. I was quite content ambling, and yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Because I've been feeling so, I don't know, fucking freaked out by going into supermarkets. I was quite comfortable tonight. That's so strange, so strange. I even listened to some my favourite Christmas song, which is the original Fairy Tale of New York song. I listened to that on the way back, and yeah, I thought that might upset me, but no, I was quite content. I know it sounds fucking bizarre, doesn't it? I mean, I am a bit of a bizarre human, but even more so at the minute, obviously. But yeah, anyway, I've got my bread, I've got some ham, I've got some cake, I got a bottle of Nuki Brown and bottle of lemonade, and yeah, that's it. That should suffice now for a few days at least. So yeah, all stocked up. I'm going to get changed, and I would say go and lie in the bed and watch something on telly, but I think I'll just sit on my bench and watch something. Otherwise I'm going to fall asleep stupidly early again, and be awake really early as well. Although I am tempted getting up early in the morning and going back to a place called Panshanger Park, which is a couple of miles down the road from me. I did make a video on it before. I had a good walk around there. It was quite smart, but I never got to see the ruin. There's a ruin of a orangery in there, which was part of the Panshanger House estate, and that's the only surviving piece of building left. It's fenced off, but should be able to have a look from the outside of the fence, or put the drone in the air depending on what the weather's like. But yeah, last time I was there I never got to see it, so I'm gonna head back, whether it be tomorrow, or it might be tomorrow, I don't know. See how I feel in the morning and see what the weather's like, eh? Anyway, let's get the shopping away. Right, good morning. What's the time? Just gone 20 past 8 in the morning. I've been up for some time. I had something to eat and drink and all that jazz, and I'm going to get out and about, and I'm going to go and have a look in Panshanger Park for that orangery. Like I say, I haven't done it before. I've been to the park but never found the orangery, so I'm going to go and have a hunt for that, just to get some fresh air and get my steps up. Yeah, so let's see if we can find it. Apparently it's only 3.7 miles away according to this, so it should be an easy one today.
Head northwest towards Panshanger Lane.
Yeah, I think it's a new car park they've put here. 4 hours £2.50, or an hour for £1 or whatever it is. But yeah, it's a good idea. I think the last time I was here there had to be a warden on the site, if I remember rightly, but I'm sure that was a different location. Yeah, the what 3 words thing took me to the what do you call it, the tarmac place, and obviously that's all private, but yeah, I'm gonna have to find another way of getting to the orangery. Hopefully what 3 words will just come up with a walking route for me to get there, because that's why I've come here. I didn't want to walk around all the fields and lakes and bits and pieces again. I've done that before. I just wanted to see the orangery, so let's see what happens. Let's pay for this car parking first, though, eh? Right, finally, that took a bit of waiting, I tell you. Yeah, according to this, £2.50. I'm here till 1:45 this afternoon. That'll do. Don't intend to be here that long, I tell you. So it's not here for a good walk around. I just want to go to that orangery, like I just said. That's the only thing I want to view today. And I'm glad I got out early, because there's no one else here at all. I'm the only one in the car park. Right, so according to the map that's at the entrance, if I follow what is called the Oak Trail, I think it is, yeah, the Oak Trail, that will take me right in front of the Orangery, and it's all signposted now. So yeah, the Great Oak Trail, so let's follow that and it will get me there. According to the map on my phone, it's an 18-minute walk. That's not too bad, I can handle that. I'll tell you what I do like is the fact that this is nice and close to the campsite. That's really good. I don't know why I haven't researched this in the past, especially all the times I've spent in the campsite. This would have been ideal, especially on a nice day, to come out with a, I don't know, a bit of a picnic and a jet boil or something, you know, boil myself a cup of tea. Yeah, I should have done that, but now I know. Yeah, this will be a fabulous place to come and chill out, definitely in the nicer weather. From what I remember, the Panthanger Park and estate is owned by Tarmac now, but there used to be a house, a Panthanger house, next to where the old Orangery is, but apparently it was demolished in the 50s, and the woman that used to own it, I don't think she had any family left to donate it to, or give it to, or hand it down to when she passed away. So I don't know whether it got left in ruin for a few years, but I know it was demolished, and the only building remaining, partially remaining, is that Orangery. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll put a link to the park below, just so you can have a look yourself, because like I say, I'm not very well educated on this place, but I know there's some history behind it. But it's a wonderful place to come out for a day and come and have a walk around. Beautiful, beautiful. Not quite Wales, but you know, as I won't be going there anytime soon, I have to make do with this. I'm certainly glad I brought my walking boots with me today. Usually I would fail at all of that. I'd usually forget something, but I packed everything ready last night. A drink, bits and pieces, drones in the bag, just in case. You know, I don't know. We'll see how it is when we get up there. I haven't got a landing mat at the minute, so I'm not sure whether there's going to be an adequate place to take off from to get some footage of the Orangery, but it doesn't matter. Now I know where it is, I can always come back. Yeah, some of it is quite familiar now. I think it was a couple of years back I come here, and it was over a weekend, and they had a park run on. You know, so there was me wanting a quiet amble around, and there was shitloads of people doing one of these park runs. I think everywhere that I started to visit ended up having park runs on, which is fine. But when you just want to come out for a little amble, be out of the way on your own, it's not ideal. Tell you what, if you want to start getting fit, come and tackle that hill. It's not the fact it's steep, but it goes on for a while and it takes your breath away. But yeah, there you go, the Great Oak, estimated to be 450 to 500 years old, and possibly planted by Queen Elizabeth I. It is huge and fenced off, as it should be. That's nice, that is. That's absolutely huge. Let's hope it lasts for many more years to come. Now, I'm not sure what happened there, but the route for the Oak Trail is taking me back down. So I've had to get the map up, and according to the map, I ain't too far away from it. Yeah, 2-minute walk. Yeah, right, it should be somewhere just to the right of me. Let's go and explore. I'll tell you what, looks like they've done extensive tree works in this area. Loads of trees been felled. Getting rid of all the crap, I suppose, and keeping the older ones established, you know, getting rid of the self-set suckers and such like, which is good. Here we go. I found it. Well, I think I found the back of it at least. And there is a fence all around it. I know you're not allowed in there, but hopefully I'll get a good few shots from the outside. Oh, I do wish I could get in there. It looks really cool. Let's get a bit closer and I'll show you. Actually, I said this is the back. I think this is the front. Yeah, it is. Wow. Awesome place to come and have a look at. It's a shame it's overgrown in front though. Yeah, there's no way I'm taking a drone off from around here. Not a chance. Damn. But look at it. What I'll keep walking around the perimeter of the fence where I'm allowed. See if I can get a better view of it, but I think that's probably going to be as good as I'm going to get. Now, the last orangery I visited was there's one in Margam Park in Wales. That was a cool one. Mind you, everything around Margam was great. The building itself and the church and the ruin and everything there. That was such an amazing place. I loved that place a lot. Many stories about Margam Park being haunted, and there's even a couple of cheesy films about it as well. Worth a watch. But yeah, it was a beautiful place. Maybe one day I'll visit again, but I highly doubt it. Anyway, yeah, this one's cool. I do wish you could have a nosy round properly though. Yeah, I think you can see why you're not allowed in there. There is a few, I can't get it on camera, but there's a few metal poles holding some things together. It looks like it is in a bit of poor condition, so I think if you're going to have an amble around there, there is a chance you could get hurt, you know, especially if you're in there climbing about and doing wrong things, you know. So I suppose they've got to protect it and people going in there. Yeah, but that's cool, that is. Right, I've got to move forward because there's a load of undergrowth down there and I can't get through that, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to get to see around the other side. I don't know. If they've cleared the area like they have around here, I should be alright, but I'm not holding up much hope. Now, there is signs there saying it's monitored by the police. Don't know whether it is or not, and it says there's CCTV. There is a few tower things like columns and posts and whatnot. Could well be, but I've noticed there is quite a bit of litter. Yeah, and this is what annoys me the most. I mean, fine, come and have a look around, spend a bit of time here, enjoy it, but take your rubbish with you. Don't cause any fucking damage, you know, because this is why they end up getting fenced off and demolished, because of all the bloody wasters that get out there and cause problems. It's such a shame that happens, you know. I'm not saying that is why. I mean, it could be down to its disrepair and it being dangerous, but the litter in the woods right next to it certainly don't bloody help. Yeah, I'm chuffed to bits I found that. That's cheered me up a bit, that has. That's good. And the fact it's nice and quiet. I mean, I could have come down here Christmas Day. Well, actually, the car park's closed Christmas Day. I don't know whether the entire park is, but I mean, surely there's another entrance in, but would have been ideal actually. If it was I think it's going to be a nice day, Christmas Day, weather-wise. I could have come down here with a bag and a flask and just sat down and enjoyed myself. Well, done my best to enjoy myself, but you know what I mean. Would have been something to do. Yeah, what a beautiful place. Now the way I'm walking back, the great oak is just in front of me, and if I'd have just carried on moving straight forward, it would have took me to the orangery instead of walking over there. Oh dear, I think I missed a signpost. Yeah, I did. It's just in front of me. Oh well, never mind. I made an executive decision. I'm going to take an alternative route back, get a few more steps in. I think it feels like it's on the verge of rain, but it's not raining yet, so yeah, let's just enjoy it. Let's enjoy being out in nature for a bit. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's good for you. I might get lost but then I've got a phone, you know. It will take me to the car park eventually. Mind you, what a beautiful place to get lost, eh? I'm not too sure of the size of the park, but last time I was here, I did walk around for a good few hours looking at bits and pieces. I wonder if there's anyone out there, well actually I'm sure there is, people that don't enjoy the great outdoors. I wonder why that is. How can you not enjoy this? I mean, there's so much stuff to see, isn't there? There's so much beauty out there. Water sources and trees and ruins, and I don't know, it's like nature keeps providing, doesn't it, you know? That sounds a bit hippie-ish, bit out there, but it does, doesn't it, you know? Just come out for an amble out in a massive open space in the woods and fields and countryside, and you'll find something, and you just, I don't know, you feel a little bit better about yourself, don't you? Yeah, as for the drone, I think if I knew where my takeoff mat was, I probably could have flown it over the orangery. There was some various flat-ish areas that I could have utilised as long as I had the mat with me, but to be honest, I didn't forget it. I just don't know where it is. I think it's packed somewhere in the depths of my garage. It's not something I use regular at all. I mean, I don't use the drone regular, but when I do, I can usually do it without the mat, so it just got packed away for some reason. I should just leave the mat in the boot of the car, really, for times like this, I guess. 10 to 3 in the afternoon. Had a bit of a lazy day when I got back. Had me breakfast, but now I'm going to go out for another quick stroll, get my steps done before it gets dark, because it won't be long. Just going to have a quick amble up and down the road again, I think, see if anything catches my eye. Well, I'm back in Balls Park now. There's not a great deal of walking to do in the area that I'm staying, unless I walk in the town, and I don't want to be doing that. Far too busy. But yeah, Balls Park's nice. So I've only got to do a couple of thousand steps and then I've done. So I just like getting a bit of fresh air, because I've been at the van since just before midday, I think it was. Had a sausage and bacon roll, and yeah, guess what? Sat on the bed and went to sleep again. Only for an hour this time though, but yeah, woke up with a bit of headache, so yeah, done a bit of pottering about in the van and decided just to come and finish off my steps and get some fresh air before starting to think about tea. And I'm going to make chicken wraps tonight. I haven't had much success with finding somewhere to go Christmas Day neither. I was toying with the idea of the coast, but I don't know, a bit cold for that, innit, really. But I don't know, I'm just I'm lost. I'll have to do a little bit more research and find a bit more inspiration or something to figure out what I'm going to do, because I don't just want to be doing a lap of this again, you know. I don't want that. I don't want to walk up the canal down Hertford because of the memories that it once brought me. Need to do something new to distract myself, get the day over and done with, get it out the fucking way. As for my other YouTube channel about my breakup journey, although I've only got about 80 subscribers, the views are doing quite well. There was one short that I made that went up to 21,000 views. I mean, wow. But anyway, yeah, I've had some people reach out, give me some advice, leave comments, which is quite nice. The videos are only short, they're only sort of 3, 4, 5 minutes maximum, and I put them up daily just to, I don't know, like a log. But yeah, people are reaching out towards me and offering me advice because they can see the pain that I'm going through, and I think that's quite nice. I have nothing but respect for these people. It sort of gives me a bit of faith in humanity again. If you want to have a look at that channel, I'll leave a link below for that. One of the best gadgets I've got in this van, other than that power supply, is definitely my mini air fryer. It makes all the difference. Stops so much smell if you're cooking in a pan or the oven. It just, everything's a lot easier, you know what I mean? And it's a mini one, 900 watts I think it is, but it does an absolute fucking treat. I highly recommend them. Anyway, let me show you what I'm cooking. They are some form of chicken strips, which I'm going to put in a wrap with some chopped up spring onion and a bit of cheese and a bit of mayonnaise. Yeah, like I said before, Sam makes really good ones of these with chicken and halloumi and bits and pieces. Oh, and he can wrap them to perfection. So I thought I'd give it a go myself. I've just had a look on YouTube about how to wrap properly. I'm sure I won't be able to do it properly, but I'll give it a go. I won't be able to film that because I've got nowhere to put the camera. See, I've got no stands or anything. I will just make a mess of that if I try filming that, but I'll let you know how I get on anyway. Right, let's let that do its thing, and I'm going to carry on watching The Big Bang Theory, you know, just for a change.
The two of you are going to be sleeping in the same bed, yes.
Well, I don't think it turned out too bad. It's quite a spicy chicken, this one. I didn't notice that. I'm not really a spicy food fan, but I've managed to dull it down a bit with a bit of mayonnaise, so yeah. Now those chicken wraps were quite nice as it goes, not up to Sam's standards, but they're all right. Yeah, I didn't fold them too well, but you know, done the job. Now I've just been looking at the website for the church that's down in Hertford there. Do you remember a couple of weeks back I'd had a walk round and saying it looks nice on the inside, but I couldn't get in because usually it's locked up unless there's a service on. In the week it's actually open, but I think it's tomorrow morning there's prayers at 8 o'clock or something, but then I think it's going to be left open until midday, and then they've got some other activity. Anyway, it turns out that they have got some open times when you can go in and have a look around, so I'm wondering whether I should have a look at that tomorrow. I said they've got prayers at 8 o'clock, so obviously that's only going to last for an hour or so, isn't it? So maybe if I pop down there at 10 o'clock, just go and have a nosy, see if it's empty, and I can poke my head in and just have a look about. That'll be nice. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, that's the plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow being Christmas Eve. I need to keep myself occupied for tomorrow, so yeah, I'll do that, come back, I'm going to throw that roast beef stuff in the air fryer, see whether I can cook that for Christmas Day, and then I'm going to settle down and watch the Muppets Christmas Carol. I know, sad for a 51-year-old man to watch Christmas Carol, but there we are. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll stop this one here, and then I will speak to you after Christmas, I should think now. So yeah, have a good Christmas, guys. See you later.